Oh hey there internet, what is up? Welcome back to the Type QQ channel as we play some more Cuphead and slowly fall into madness. This slow decline descent into hell itself. I mean, we actually are changing up our equipment there, changing up our sort of like tornado, or rather our sort of like Hadouken special attack to invincibility, because we can't rely on 5 hit points alone. We need some more defense. If you believe it, if you can even stomach it without puking down the front of you, that's what we need. And ultimately, I mean, we've said it time and time again against this fight. You know, there's two things that have really stood in our way. There's a couple bosses, mainly one boss, in this sort of roulette table area, and then the dice, the king dice fight itself. You know, we just haven't seen him enough to really, have a lot of experience or a lot of confidence. Facing him. He's pretty weak, believe it or not. The times we have faced him with the shots we have landed against him, have certainly stung him as we kill this boss, like, effortlessly, you know. So it's just a matter of, okay, we have to hit him 2 or 3 more times than we have in the past, and then we'll get it, my God. But, I knew that this casino fight would be difficult, if not the most difficult in the game. But I didn't think I would spend this long doing it. Jesus Christ. But it is kind of like us. In every part that we've had like difficulty, we're like, okay, we just have to apply enough time to it till we perfect the fucking thing, and then we'll move on to the next part. And and that's really what it seems here. Is that I was like, fine, I guess there's nothing we can do aside from just playing this level ad nauseum, over and over and over until we perfect the fucker, and then just stand in front of the Dice King with like five hit points and our special ready, and hope to God that we kill him before he just hits us 5 times or so. I mean, we're already like blazing through the table already to the sort of monkey guy, and if he glitches off to the side, I mean, hey, even better. Okay, 4 hit points. Pretty stupid. You really can't. You really shouldn't be hit by this guy. That's kind of almost got hit there again. Very close call. And actually, you don't want to hide behind Godzilla either. Or be in any corner, for that matter, while we're making rules up. Arbitrary or not, he doesn't have the craziest movement pattern. You can kind of tell where his sort of bouncy ass goes. Ultimately, just don't be where he's going. I suppose, is the easiest way to describe it. So, give yourself a few extra angles and don't be in a stinking corner like an idiot. Alright, not much left in this guy. Be done with ya. But yeah, there's been a lot of Cuphead lately. Jesus, as we're hit again and possibly again. Good thing he just died. Jesus Christ, right? Yeah, I was saying there's a lot of Cuphead, and there will be a lot of Cuphead. We just gotta finish the game, We have too many things going on at the same time, and I've got some plans for it. There we go. We got a boss fight right here. 3 hit points, boss fight. Oh my God. We got our special, so Let's get some. There we go. And hit that special, so we can just stand in this mess and just deal damage. Like I was saying, I want to finish this game up. God fucking damn it. Ugh. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Okay, it wasn't as close as I thought, but my God, still, right? Yeah, I want to beat up Cuphead, finish this game over, and just I don't want to have it be another one of the games on the channel that we came very close to, but just kind of shelved for no particular reason. We owe it to ourselves in the channel to beat this game. Just so we can lord it over, Gamebound for being the scrub losers they are forever, if they want to give us BS about anything, at least we beat Cuphead. At least we 1CC'd a bunch of games. My God. This guy, the poker chip guy, is quite possibly the easiest, if not second easiest to the Magic 8 Ball when you come across him. Six hit points going against Cigaro Man. But yeah, speaking about plans, I suppose now that I have some free time between all the bosses that we've seen 40 times already. I may have mentioned this before, but I'm going to do something like a design overhaul of the website for the new year, and maybe a channel overhaul as well. I would say, if nothing else, expect as this boss goes down, expect just there being less rules, less bullshit that I have to kind of confine myself to, and more or less a sort of chef's table experience of come to the channel and see what the hell I'm doing, because although I like shmups, and you'll certainly still see a ton of shmups, and I would, until the very moment I've beaten all of them in the world, I would say, expect 2 to 1, or at least one, regularly. I would say currently it's Jetbuster, even though we still haven't posted Jetbuster in a video in a while. We're getting close. We're getting better. I would say that's our shooting game right now. But I didn't actually speak of this quite yet. But Toho is on Steam now, and is which is great. It's about time. I've been bitching and complaining that they need to get on Steam, so we need to pick up that recent Toho game on Steam and support those guys to put all the Toho games on Steam. That would be amazing. But yes, less rules. So although there's going to be still a ton of shmups, there's going to be just other games as well. I wouldn't expect. I would say the stuff that you see on the channel is probably what you expect. What to expect. But it's going to be just kind of just whatever I feel like. Chef's table of video games. I want to play the remake of the Dot Hack game. There was a trilogy of video games on the PlayStation 2, or at least a couple. I think there was a quad trilogy and then a honest to God trilogy. I think there was the Dot Hack games, which I think were 4, if not 3. I have them. I just haven't seen them in maybe for a few years. They're laying in a box somewhere. But then they came out with the original Dot Hack games, all 3 or 4 of them, and then the Dot Hack GU games, which are kind of set in the same sort of universe, just years later and with new characters, essentially. And they're remaking the GU games as, at least to my knowledge, it's the whole trilogy remade on Steam. And I've beaten the GU series, you know, a few times, and I've had a lot of fun with it. In the first set of games, you know, you could only, you know, as they're, you know, essentially the .hack games are a sort of one-player experience simulating a sort of MMO, and all this sort of wackiness of a MMO gone wrong, and you played as one class in the first series of games. In the GU, in the second incarnation, you play as a character who can kind of switch his gear, well, his weapons on the fly. So it's very cool to break out these insane combos with multiple different types of weapons and stuff. Oh shit! Well, there you go. There's your corner damage for the run. However, we are hoping to hit the boss with 5 HP and a special. Wouldn't that be great? Just don't hit a 2. Well, there's a 1. Don't hit another 1, you fool. My God, wouldn't you know it, huh? Did so well. You can see how we kind of just like blazed through a lot of that screen until then. But yeah, like .hack, you know, so a somewhat like AAA game, I suppose. You know, I've pretty much, you know, cursed off the channel. But it might make an appearance, and you know, and not really games like that, but just kind of, you know, whatever I'm feeling, you know. I still want to do indies, I still want to do Steam, but you know, who knows? And that's kind of what the sort of evolution or the redesign of the channel is going to be. It's just kind of whatever, you know, it's going to be just kind of whatever I want to do. I'm not making any sort of rules up for myself. You know, it's not going to just be the channel where, you know, some jerk tries to beat every shmup, but, you know, some other stuff. God, we are taking a ton of damage now. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, you know. We were just looking at facing the boss with 5 hit points and a special, now we're down to 2. Just don't hit that fucking number 7. Or do it. I mean, I guess now is a good time to flush the rest of the run down the toilet. Alright, so and we've made it past that, so it's all clear towards the boss, but really not that good of a, you know, health than I was before. Quickly to use that special there. We just stood there and just killed him. And really playing chicken now. Hey, made it through as well. Oh my God, there he goes. And you can kind of tell, like, you know, it was the run where we kind of did a lot of damage and actually made it across the cards, parrying at least once. So it's kind of like, you know, we did the minimal amount of effort required to beat this fucking boss fucking finally, right? Jesus Christ. With a B. Come on, let's be real. It didn't take 7 minutes. It took nearly 70 minutes. But Jesus, there we go. Now we are one hell of a time. Now we're in the thick of it. God, well. Look how far you've come. Not only did you bust up my good-for-nothing lackey King Dice, as he's just displaying his crotch there. Look at it. Look at my crotch. But I see you've got my soul contracts as agreed. Hand them over and join my team, you scum. Yes or no? Jesus, we almost said yes, huh? No. welching on me just like all the others, eh? I'll teach you for backing out on a deal. Have at you. Look at that motherfucker. Dun dun dun. Alright. Here we go. Facing Beelzebub, El Diablo himself. So there's not much left. There's just this fight. I think that's it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now with this boss fight, I believe there's 2 or 3 different forms. With this one being particularly tricky, because he's just going to stand there and take damage, but he has all these different random attacks that that each have a trick to them that you kind of have to learn. As we are, learning at this moment. Certainly not succeeding, that's for sure, but at this point, I think we're supposed to duck there, not jump over his hands or his feet. There we go. Jesus Christ, we're not even over that first checkpoint, but like I was saying, I think we're just high. Let's finish this sentence, huh? I think we're just high off excitement and happiness of at least getting through the casino. God damn it, right? Oh, real sexy. Oh, got a duck there at the end, I think. Or how about we just don't stop getting run over by these imps? Oh, Jesus. Stomped by his cloven devil hooves. There we go. Yeah, pretty sad that we're gonna have to rely on our special already, just because we're sitting at 1 HP. All right, on to the next stage. Quickly down that hellhole before the flames get us. So here we are, deep in the pits of Satan's realm, I guess. Now, looking to just pound his eyes, pound his eye sockets, he says. Very close from picking up our special yet again. There is our special rate again. And then we are using it. Maybe a bit too early, I say. Oh, yeah. So we may want to think about beating up those fat imps that are on the sides that are just kind of spitting nonsense everywhere. As much as we don't like the idea of, wasting our fire on little enemies that aren't necessarily... Yeah, I don't know if jumping is the right idea there. Wasting our fire on, anything but the boss, But if it keeps us alive, I think it's probably a good idea. Because 5 hit points and the invulnerability super is not enough. Good God. And you can tell that those imps are kind of running your way when they charge from the background, and maybe a second later in the foreground running you over. Sadly, just 1 hit point and facing them off here. Possibly a good idea using that special there. Oh, Jesus. Nuked by the ear bomb. That's why you want to parry it, I suppose. Tricky attack there, especially with the imps that are continually running by. Yeah, cleared that one, but I don't think that's how that goes. I think we want to duck. Luckily, when he's doing these attacks, you can attack, you know, you can attack his appendages, you know, his body that's attacking you. So, you know, take that for what you will, I suppose. Jesus Christ, what was the sense of that? Or that? Or this? Or anything? Jesus Christ, or that? I don't know, maybe it was just a slip of the thumb on the directional pad or something, but it's awfully silly to just kind of fall over into the pits of hell. Okay. I don't know, two hit points down in the first attack. I'm surprised we're not resetting this thing. Okay. Okay, I suppose that's it. See, the imp isn't very hard. You can actually just shoot him and clear him away. It's just that, you know, it's just a sort of distraction, you know, or, you know, just another thing to worry about. I don't know. It's all over. Reset this motherfucker. There we go. Stomped by the skeleton. I suppose there's no better way. No better way to die. Holy shit, how much garbage is coming after us? And it might just be one of those things where, you know, we want a good run against the devil where you know, we feel confident and he gives us an easy, like, softball throw you know, attacks to kind of dodge, you know. Fucker. Like, that one feels pretty easy despite the fact that he hit us a few times. Alright, here we are again. Throwing out the big bomb already. Alright, taking care of it though. I mean, this doesn't necessarily feel like it's the hardest form or the hardest area in the boss. It's just it's coming after, you know, it's weakening us down first. Jesus Christ, it's just a little bit of everything coming from everywhere. However, good way through that form. There can't be too much left. But I think ultimately, I think it is a good idea to take care of those fat imp guys, those fat devils. Jesus Christ, yeah, just put an end to that. But yeah, you get to see that he uses a different attack, you know, a different sequence of attacks every time. So maybe it's just a matter of, what the fuck was that? How did we get hit? So maybe it's just a matter of waiting to get an easy one, although I think we should just reset this one, you know, we're down 2 hit points already, and we're not really that far into this one. Alright, on to the next area with 3 hit points. I suppose it's not the worst thing ever. Bring out the big bomb already. You just really no shy news about that, no shy business about that. Some good damage. Oop, almost fell victim to that. You know, we just in this last run thought it was a good idea to take out these imps, and now we're immediately not doing that. I think this is a bad idea. I mean, there's just too much shit going on. Yeah. I mean, we did really well, but I mean, come on, we were... You know, how long we were planning to survive, like, with everything in the conceivable way, you know? Yeah. Yeah, good call, good call. You can see how, like, those little purple imps that run across the screen can kind of add to, can really add to the difficulty when they put you in, you know, when there's only so many safety spots, and then they're kind of running across the floor, you know? You know, kind of like that, you know? And like that, you know? You know, where we should be ducking, but... I think you can duck and fire, I just don't know why we're not choosing to do that. Regardless, this feels quite a bit easier than the last boss we just had, so... As rough as it is kind of learning his new patterns, you know, at least it's not the last level. Or the previous level, for that matter. Alright, 2 hit points. That's special. And you'd hope, if it gets to it, that we stick to our plan of kind of clearing off enemies. Don't let everyone in the goddamn world shoot at you when there's really no need to. Like, shoot that jackass. There we go. Yeah, and even a pretty decent job of shooting the other one in the, from across the screen as well. Everybody's got those blue imps there. Oh, that's really sad. Oh man, what, a couple more hits? Couple more hits? Getting pretty close to wrapping this thing up. You know, and sort of the impatience sets in, and kind of like the instant sort of trigger, you know, when you take damage, yeah, like this, like, oh, fuck it, you know. You know, what's up with this, like, fucking just bullshit? Although there's really no harm in shooting these little pink and purple assholes anyway, you know. Yeah, and even still, that spider attack has a sort of weird timing to it that seems to be quite the challenge. It always seems to be kind of hitting me. Hopefully not being a waste there. Actually, kind of looks like it was. You know, it didn't look like he took much damage after I used that special. So here we go, down in the pits of hell with 3 hit points and kind of kissing our special goodbye. Now 2 hit points on top of that. I mean, granted, just getting the parrying that big bomb there, but I don't know. We might not see another special. Well, maybe. One more attack should do it. There's our special. So it came back just in the right time. Ever so, oh man. Pretty close, pretty close. But that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. We will come back and we'll wrap up Cuphead in the future.